see we have a functioning washer and dryer. I had to replace the lid on this. The Whirlpool Cabrio. If this lid doesn't close exactly right, the whole washing machine will not work. But anyway, the washing machine and dryer have their room. I need to sand and mud again and then paint. And the lights in here don't work, so I'm using this temporary light. But here's the doors. So today we're talking about these doors. They're gonna go there, or vented, so that some of the airflow can still be managed from the outside room. I'm hoping that this helps with not having to heat that area in the winter months, and it'll help with noise, and then it is no longer in the bathroom. There's the bathroom, it was in there, so now it's over here. These are the louver panels I bought. I guess the instructions are on the other side of that, so don't throw that away when you open it. This is a 36-inch door. It tells you right on the front of the door what the opening needs to be. Also, it says the door height is adjustable up to 1 inch from the bottom. The hardware for it is on the side. Might be best to lay the door down flat. So that pops out, see those little buttons? There we go. Try not to rip them. And if I take the plastic off, plastic goes into the door, but the door won't open until you take the plastic piece off of there on both sides, the bottom and the top. Oh, there. Okay, that's how it's supposed to come out. And then once that's off the top and the bottom, you can open your door up and get your hardware out. Okay, so there, the hardware's out. Okay, so I'm starting to try to configure putting these bars up. I put my 2x4 up there, and the next thing it wants you to do is to draw a line down the center. And that's just so that it runs straight. And it says mount track in the center of the jamb using the flat top screws. And I'm assuming they're talking about these very small screws that have a flat top. Then it wants you to loosen the pre-installed sliding hinge bracket, which are these. So once you have your brackets up, you loosen this. I did not use the flat screws that came with the brackets because when I put them up there, I just hit drywall. I put in some drywall screws, which are also very flat and shouldn't interfere with the operation of the doors. When I put the drywall screws in, I could feel that the very tips of them hit wood. So they're just a lot more solid now. They would have fallen out with those other screws. They don't give you quality screws or screws that are long enough, so you kind of have to guess that yourself. I did draw a center line on everything, and the reason I did that, even the floor, is because I have to cut out the baseboard on both sides. So this is what you want these pieces to look like. You screw this metal screw into this plastic piece, and then just don't overextend it, because you're going to put this piece into the hole in the door on the bottom, one for each door. And then you're going to put two of these in the top of the door, two for each door. All right, so you want to put those in and get them, you know, to where they seem about the same, so they're going to hit the floor at the same place and you don't have to adjust them too much. Okay, so I've got these doors dry fitted. I just made myself a pattern. I just used the paper that came with the instructions, actually. And then I made my center hole. Now we can drill the holes. There's one hole. And then they come with these handles. All right, there's the final outcome of our double bifold doors for the laundry room. They function really smooth. I really like these doors. I like how wide they are and the fact that I hardly had to do any framing at all. The only thing that I haven't put on yet are these and that just guides the middle part of the door, so I will put those on later. All right, I went ahead and got some wafer board cut to size and filled the window up with the wafer board. I haven't taken the window out on the other side yet, so that'll be another video. And then I put a piece of sheetrock over that, taped it and mudded it. Now we're very much closer to where we want to be over here with the sink. The bathroom remodel is coming along.